It's time to revisit the circle of life. Mufasa, the Lion King. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Club Napier from WeAreCritics.com, and today we're here to talk about, breakdown, and review Disney's Mufasa, the Lion King. That's right, it is the direct prequel to the 2019 live action adaptation to Disney's The Lion King, which originally starred Beyonce and Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, and of course the late great James Earl Jones returning as Mufasa. Um, this time, we are following the Mufasa character. James Earl Jones is no longer with us, and he's not even a part of this project, voice wise or any otherwise, except for a beautiful nod that Disney gave to the actor during the beginning of the film. That's not a spoiler. That's just something that happens. You see, in memory of type deal, which was very, very beautiful going into the movie and the way that it opens. Now, this film, it is a direct prequel that no one asked for. We didn't ask for this. No one knew it was coming. And then when they announced it, a lot of people were on the fence. They're like, we love Mufasa, but do we care enough to see a Mufasa origin story? I didn't know. Going into this film, I was a little bit skeptical. I just wasn't that excited about seeing this film. It follows Mufasa as a young cub. We get his story, his iteration of how he becomes the Lion King that Simba becomes after his story. But we get the origin story of his dad, his brother Scar, how they met, how all that came together, Rafiki, all of that. There's a lot of characters that get, built upon within this film. Now, what did I think about Mufasa, the Lion King? In my first initial reaction, I somewhat boasted. I said, it's a heartfelt adventure, more than what I expected of it. Heartfelt adventure, beautifully shot, well, CGI'd or created, I should say. It is visually stunning, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off of that screen. Please see it in IMAX if you do choose to see this film. I will say that immediately. I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I had very low expectations for this. Not that I thought it was going to be terrible, but just I didn't expect to walk out wowed. But the cool thing about this film that I love is I'm a continuity junkie. And I feel like when they do these prequels or these one off storylines that are based on another storyline or another property, they tend to stray away from what we already know and what we're familiar with. They literally bring back every single cast voice from the live action version of the original Lion King, which was unexpected but great. I didn't expect all the big names to just come back to do this prequel storyline, and they were all there, all the key players, every single voice. Seth Rogen's back. I can't remember who talked for Rafiki. And then we have Beyonce comes back, and then we have Simba's back, Donald Glover. I'm not going to tell you why or how, but they're there. Um, and then we get the new cast members that come in. And they do the voice acting very well for Mufasa and for Scar, and it is just a great origin story, very feel good at the same time, very kind of traumatic and very sad, and very, because you already know what you're going into. That's the thing that it kind of had me sucked in, because I was like on the edge of my seat, like already knowing how this turns out. We get that with a lot of prequels, right? When you know about a storyline between certain characters, you're just waiting for that payoff. So the whole time I'm kind of sitting there, like kind of nail biting, like they're giving me this, but I already know it's gonna be this, and I'm in on the ride. So I thought it was very heartfelt, very edge of your seat, very generous with the property. It takes care of the legacy of the Lion King. For those of you who are worried, so do not worry. This is just another story. I'm not walking out saying it's the greatest Disney movie ever. It's, to me, it wasn't. But I was very entertained, and I was very emotionally connected to what was going on because I'm familiar with the characters. And I think that's exactly what Disney wants from us. going in and walking out of this film. My one uh, bad thing that I would say, and it's not even really a bad thing because I spoke with other critics while I was at the theater, um, and we had opposite opinions on this. For me, this movie does not need music. It didn't need to be musical. The score, amazing, sounds awesome. It works for the film, works for the story, but I don't think that they needed to pull Lin Manuel Miranda from Moana 2 to do this film. And not to say that he wasn't good, it's just that none of the music really stood out to me. I don't remember where any of the music drops in. I don't care to remember, and I don't remember any of the songs. What I did remember was how the movie made me feel, the storyline, and the overall emotion of what was going on. And that's what I took away. I didn't need musical numbers in this movie at all, and it's still good enough. So that's my one only thing that I would say about this movie, that you'll probably, it's not, you're not probably not even gonna notice it. That's how unnoticeable the music is, that you're not going to care whether it's there or not. You're going to be into the story, and when it's over, you'll be like, oh, that was a lot better than I really thought it would probably be. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really got to say about the Lion King. Mufasa, the Lion King, I should say. And let me know how excited you are to see this film. If you are a huge Lion King fan and you love these stories, I think you're going to have a really good time with this movie, at least as an addition to what you already love. Like, comment, share, make sure you subscribe, and for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, and make sure you're checking out Mufasa the Lion King December 20th this weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.